Good evening, and welcome.
Hey there.
Hello.
It's another Friday evening where we play Dungeon Dragons. We're gonna
That
have a bit of a slow start today. Um, but that's okay too, because we're not here and to be in a rush.
that is
We
true.
haven't played in a little bit, and so we're gonna need a little bit of catching up to do. As to the party's recent exploits, as they have been quite literally moving on up in the world.
Hmm.
Ever so slowly.
Just very slowly, indeed.
This is true.
But perhaps Mark can tell you more about that.
I certainly can, I think. So, we ended, we started last session with us having rested for a moment on top of a very small little outcrop in the beautiful mountain that we're climbing at a record pace of 100 feet per day. I feel like that's accurate, if not
Yep.
less. Um, as we climbed up, we knew there were creatures up there. One of the wyverns, most likely. However, we knew we had to get past them. So our plan was to get up there and scare them away uh, to make sure that they left. I realized something I forgot. In our lovely rest, we encountered a specific individual that requested of just Tokas, as Tokas was the only one that was awake by that time and didn't think about waking anyone else up, to capture big monsters, pointing out on his map where we would have to go to deliver those monsters, and he would pay us handsomely for capturing the monsters. Tokas said, if we get to it, we get to it. I feel like that was pretty much the agreed upon statement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we afterwards decided to keep the rest on. Tokas informed us the individual, probably I should say, was what I think is an Ettercap. I'm not sure. He was an Ettercap in a very cool outfit. He gave us all cool outfits that I immediately ripped up pretty much like the next hour after I was wearing it. Um, Not purposely, mind you, but wyverns tore into it. But as we climbed up, Zarius attempted very boldly to be like, "Raw, be afraid of me, challenge the big one." The wyverns, who saw me as probably a baby compared to their own size, maybe these were, by the way, babies themselves, so they saw me as one of their size mates. Immediately attacked upon witnessing the loud, annoying, fuzzy creature. We retaliated, a fight ensued. We didn't try to harm them except Vittorio, who wanted to slaughter them all. He was very bloodthirsty. Broke one of the creatures their own, like, I don't know how to. They're not horns. I don't know what to call the beak thing.
First.
Uh,
Yeah, the
the
crest.
crest,
Yeah.
yes.
It was
Broke one of the crests, ripped through his wing, made it crash into the ground. Took much glee out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Uh,
was totally on purpose and very bloodthirsty. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
very bloodthirsty indeed. Uh, and at one point, I don't know if anyone noticed, but I know that it was described that we heard some flapping, getting closer, some bigger flapping, some more serious flapping. Uh, but eventually, we managed to retaliate and scare them off. We didn't kill any of them. I think we non-lethal them. Zarius cowed two of the wyverns, basically making them back off. And we beat some other wyverns up. And now is the plan of getting up, where Amber asked, "Hey, what is your guys' actual plan? Because we have to get up, and we can't really climb very fast." So, yeah, that's about where we left, I think.
That is indeed where you left off, yeah. Let me pull this scene up for you.
He pointed the location on the map where his camp is, yes.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was not here for that. Probably in the
My memory
toilet.
serves me well.
was about to say, like, usually you are present for these things as you're the one streaming. It'd be kind of
Oh yeah, no,
strange if you had suddenly disappeared in the middle of.
yeah, I more meant specifically the part where he pointed it out on the map where like his camp
There's an
was.
annotation on the Isle of Titans map for all of you
Very wow.
that you may peruse at your leisure. But you guys made a different decision though, and that was that you were gonna keep on moving up.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Toka so small?
And I think Tokas is the one who may or may not have spearheaded this plan with his magic. Is that correct?
I believe so, yeah.
What's the plan?
Well, my plan was to make Victoria fly us upwards, as he has a very ample carrying capacity to carry multiple individuals. I am wondering if that is still a good idea, considering that we are indeed flying up into several nests of these wyverns.
Mm-hmm. Victoria has been pretty adamant several occasions, stating that he thinks flying up here is not a good idea.
Yeah, does he have another idea?
That does not involve the word climbing.
No, climbing. That's it.
Yeah, we
So
cannot
that's
make
not
that
a
an
bad
SB. That's not a realistic
Because
option.
if Zarius has to climb on this wall full of wyvern nests, he's gonna get mauled even more.
No, this isn't an issue of gear. This is an issue of I literally don't have the physical strength to climb up the mountain.
Yeah, and Victoria offered up a solution for that as well, but it was not something that was interesting, I suppose.
No, it's not sufficient. It's not that it's not interesting. +2
Here you
strength
guys
is
are. Like, you
very-
guys are this little golden symbol here.
Wahoo!
See?
that
We're
cute?
basically already there. Let's
Yeah,
just keep going,
exactly.
guys.
We're basically already there.
Yeah, you're like at the
Yeah.
point where the mountain stops going like straight up, and instead it's now going in this direction.
Yeah, it's easier.
No, that's harder. What?
Wait a minute. Let me
Uh,
just put on my reverse day boots.
Yeah. Question, Amber. They like a very well. It's not super mechanical, I suppose, but considering when it comes to scaling mountains and whatnot. Oh wow, that was a jump scare.
Look along.
Ettercap jump scare.
Literally. You
Ettercap? What? I'm just a guy.
I'm just a guy. But yeah, when mountain climbing, or at least when you're scaling, like cliff faces and whatnot, you very often do it at least in like tandem, so at least two people at the same time. Is there some way for us to, I don't know, make it easier for other people to climb up? That's if we're moving in pairs.
I also think it's important to state that while Zarius has been the butt of the joke, I don't think any of us are very good at this climb.
True.
Like, the only
Yeah,
one that's
most of you
actually
suck
good
at
at it
this.
is Delphine and you.
Yep.
And maybe Vincent, but I think even Vincent is not too great at the physical climbing stuff.
Not ideal, but I could manage.
Yeah, Vincent's pretty strong. As for making it easier on someone else, I guess you could take a penalty yourself to like partially drag someone up, but I don't think even you are capable of dragging the entirety of someone like Zarius' inventory up with you.
Whoa,
Very
you say
well.
that like I'm carrying a lot of stuff. I'm weak as shit. I can't carry a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but you yourself weigh a lot.
True. That is true.
Maybe
Mm,
if you got rid of the tail, you know, like.
Oh, stop trying to get rid of my tail! I
Chop,
was
chop.
so stupid for the like for a while.
We go to the ether cap and give him the tail.
Snip, snip.
Like while I'm not a big fan of flying, like I stated before, because I wanted to climb, when I was faced with the reality of how bad I was at climbing, it kind of became our only option. Arguably, like I feel like it would be faster taming the wyverns and flying up than it would be for me to climb.
It's an option, I guess.
Alternatively, if you want to make the ascent easier, we can potentially just instead we go. Why is it drawing like this? That's really weird. Okay, we just we go up that way.
I feel like at this point, again, we would have to climb down first again. I imagine this is like just as difficult. I mean, not as difficult as up, but like
Yeah, it's sideways. I'm sure we can find a path, a ledge.
Plenty of ledges all around.
Yeah, I mean like a ledge that we could follow across, and come up on the other side where it's instead like a climb uphill, which
That
is
is
Like-
another option if you'd like to.
We could try. Maybe there is no wyvern nests on the outside. So we could take a detour to climb on the side of the mountain and then do a much easier climb. I don't know why we started climbing like this. I have no
I
clue, but
get to the
I don't know.
closest
I don't know either.
to-
I don't know why you made that decision, Gabe. Actually, I don't know why.
yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
nice
yeah,
one,
Topaz.
Vanessa, for
It
sure.
was
I don't know why
really
we
curious.
as a collective made this decision. So puzzling.
Yeah.
We are them.
But yeah, we can is a thing, but we could attempt to move around onto the side.
Hmm.
Should be easier than climbing up or down.
I would hope so.
And that's when we found out that it wasn't.
Who knows?
As much as I'd love to see you guys bumble about for 3 hours of session again,
Hmm.
making miserably failed climbing checks,
Hmm.
maybe we should turn this into a skills challenge instead.
Yeah.
A spill challenge? I love
spill
spill
challenge.
challenges.
Amber, I'll claim the climbing skill. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't care what you claim as long as you work together, because I will drop one of you off the mountain. Like if you continue in like going this way.
Hmm.
Okay.
I will tell you, like, unlike what Faris is trying to suggest, there is no like single cliff lip that just goes around the mountain like a perfect little circle that allows you to go to the other side. There's still some actual, climbing involved.
I can't believe it.
That is not really what I said, but yes.
I can't believe there is no perfectly carved path for us to follow.
I know.
Well,
Where's
maybe
the
you should
elevator?
start doing
promised
that.
us this.
Where's the elevator?
If you want, you can start carving steps right now.
True, where's the ramp access? Like, what the hell? This mountain is not inclusive.
This is the not inclusive mountain.
Actually, crazy.
This mountain is ableist.
I know the skill I'd like to use.
What would you like to use?
Instead of focusing on the climbing, which we very much proved I'm one of the greatest climbers in the entirety of the Ethereal Sea, I would like to use a wrangling skill check, because I imagine there's going to be more wyverns. Like, there's likely going to be some wyverns during the path. So I kind of want to keep those away so that we can basically distract them, intimidate them, spook them, all so that we don't have to fight and climb at the same time.
Very well.
If that is a reasonable skill check.
All right. Write it down.
Yep, write it down indeed.
Wrangling to spook wyverns and to kind of
Who's
say
next?
Do I spook to come with? Where I want to tame you? No, I'm kidding.
I have 2 ideas, and I am fine with either one of them. If yeah, so that maybe one of them can be an option for someone else. Either I can do some regional navigation to try and help out, so that we are actually, I guess, going the right quote unquote path. Alternatively, especially since today, since Vittorio has fucking goat legs and whatnot, I could just, yeah, kind of climb ahead and try and help people up physically, since it's much easier for me to stand on very weird angles and that kind of stuff, at least for this day.
Mm-hmm. Physically helping people up sounds more like exert.
Yeah, then exactly that would be exert.
Okay.
That
I'm just pick one of them.
yeah.
Which one was Dorio new?
Yeah. Does anyone else want to do regional navigation?
I don't have that.
It's for you to decide.
All you, King.
All right. Well, I'll exert.
Very well.
Roll that. Are we rolling it, or are we declaring what we want to roll first?
Declare
We're
it.
declaring what we want to do.
All right. For Lawrence, I have flight and I have eyes. So while there is not a path, I'd like to see if I can help better spot one by abusing my ability to fly out, away and around, and generally just chart an easier path. You know, the number of times we've played Peak and it's just like we spent all this time trying to get over this one lip when we could have just like literally gone 5 meters like to the left and just got on the ledge that we didn't notice. Yeah, it's too many. So yeah, I'd like to do observation check if that's okay.
Okay. And you are going to be flying?
Yeah.
Okay. Please note that down.
I'm flying. Fly on.
I don't know where any of this fits, but I've got 3 ideas. I'm not sure if a skulking check could be made to try and keep the party stealthy. I know that seems pretty independent because it's my skulking, I suppose. But I was thinking of keeping, trying to make the party less visible. Or harder to detect, but if not, then I also thought that either escape artist or conceal reveal would be a good way to try and, like, if people are getting stuck on, like, mountain vines, or if they get their hand stuck between a crevice or a foothold or anything like that, then maybe using those checks to try and help people, like, get out of getting stuck or, I suppose, like, losing their footing, etc. So I don't know, out of all of those, what you'd like, or what would fit.
I like the idea of you using skulking this way.
It's very cool.
It's a bit
Very
more like concealing, revealing people. Telling them to shut the fuck up, because your party is famously good at yapping when they shouldn't.
Yeah, expert yappers.
So are we sticking with
except Lawrence.
skulking or conceal reveal? Which one would you like?
Skulking is fine with me.
I'm a fantastic yapper, I'll have you know.
Last 10 minutes is too short.
Very well. I think that is Everyone except Tokas.
Yeah. Hmm, mm, mm, mm. My best guess would be maybe. I don't know if appraisal is intended to be used in this way, but maybe it could be forensics or it could be conceal reveal to identify which like footholds can hold people's weight, which ones seem to be too fragile, which seems to be too unstable, and that kind of thing. Or I can also make a regional navigation.
Yeah, I'm feeling like finding which path would be like safest to physically like traverse without the path literally crumbling beneath your feet does sound like regional navigation.
Alright, I am not proficient, but I shall roll. Where do we have it?
Alright, I guess we're all rolling now.
My apologies. Delete that.
No, don't.
Here is my wrangling check. Let me quickly
You were the
check.
last, so we might as well start it with the roll.
Why is this all in dark mode? No, this would not be correct. Here's my wrangling check. A lovely 25.
I fucked up.
Oh no.
Baby, explode them.
He's like, little guy's there. He doesn't see the big ass shadow of the dragon that's about to eat him right behind him.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I am also going to roll, yes. Exert. Amber, you decide if they get any bonuses or not from my very, very powerful build.
Mhm.
That's a 14. I don't know why that rolled that advantage. It should not.
Hey, high five,
Very,
Vincent.
very well. Is that everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, very good.
Would Delphine also participate in the skill challenge, or would she?
We're
just
not gonna
be-
make her participate in the skill challenge, no.
He does it in
Doesn't matter.
spirit.
What do you mean? She doesn't need us to help her. She just literally runs across as if it's nothing.
She's very
This
good.
is just your party, and also I don't need a situation where I get 3-3.
Yeah,
It's better to have a tiebreaker.
very true.
Alright, we're quite divided today, but the party goes on. I'm gonna need 2 rolls.
Help me.
I need Vincent to roll me 2d12 with disadvantage.
Mm.
Ooh.
5.
I need Lawrence to roll me 2d12 at advantage.
By your will.
Mm.
6. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Alright. Party, you set out. It becomes a very, like, jagged journey that kind of, like, leads you up and down and, like, in, like, a squiggling pattern around this mountain. It's an arduous journey, I will tell you. Looks a little bit like this spaghetti here, this spaghetti noodle.
Yeah.
Lawrence, you don't get a lot of observation done because very quickly after you guys set out, Vincent tells you to stop fucking flying around because you're ruining the party skulking. And also, because there is a metric ton of actual dinosaurs and dragons flying around, capable of absolutely no-clipping you from the sky and splattering your remains all over the side of this mountain.
I don't want that. tucks wings away sheepishly. Fine then. I guess
As
I'll
such,
not.
you are not clipped from the sky
Yippee!
and devoured this day.
Yippee!
How fortunate for you.
It's a good day to not get no clipped.
Honestly, yeah.
It's a great day not to end up in a YouTube short MLG compilation.
Mm-hmm.
I have the perfect
Party.
video ready for you.
You make it up. As I mentioned, this is many hours of climbing, of finding the right way, taking a little break every now and again to have a snack, and then climbing back up, scooting back down, going around, making your way up this way, which is admittedly a lot easier than the nearly impossible DC of climbing upside down with very shitty gear. But hey, eventually, you find yourselves at the peak of this half of the mountain, and now before you lies a great many rocks. You might as well just call them rocks. They are like little islands floating, but not in an ocean of starlight or an ocean of water, but instead air. They drift gently upon the air currents. The smaller ones, like your size, almost like twist and spin in place, but the larger ones remain fairly calm and steadfast, even as you see some creatures landing upon them or hanging off of the bottom of them and like pushing themselves off again to fly back down into the large gorge. The wyverns don't actually live here. You note that you've left most of them behind. There's only a select few individuals that would dare to come up here. And as such, the way is mostly clear. Except for one thing. And that being, you know, there's a giant, like, field of big floating rocks between you and the big floating rock mountain that you wanted to go to for realsies.
Would they be sparse enough to skip over towards, or are they like if I look at this image, they're vastly apart?
Yeah, can we Mario Party this or something?
Yeah, you could definitely try to Mario Party it.
Yo.
Yeah.
It's just like
Inspect
Mario
some of the-
partying like 1,500 feet up in the air, but you know.
No. What did
What
you
was
want?
that, Tokas?
Can I inspect some of the nearby floating rocks? Are there like smaller ones like pebbles that are under the same effect?
Yeah, make me a little forensics check.
In conjunction with that, could I witch sight to see how this interacts, so to say?
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
attempting to. No, it's okay. We can do it. I was
we can
thinking
both do
some
it. I feel like that
thaumatology
makes
instead
sense.
of witch sight to sort of comprehend the magical phenomena afoot here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do the knowledge, I do the feeling. Yeah, no, I feel like
Yeah.
that we could work together. Yeah, that sounds good. Witch sight.
That is a 12, I'm afraid. That's very fucked up.
15 isn't too bad.
Alright. Tokas, there are some pebbles and rocks laying upon this mountain that are just like laying flat. And when you pick them up and like drop them, they just fall to the ground again. So it's not the entirety of the mountain, but just some of it.
Like one of those video game objects that is like glitching out and floating, but the moment you like touch it or interact with it in any way, it just goes back to normal.
No, not like that. I mean, like literally, there's just actual normal rocks laying here.
And if I interact with floating ones, right? If ones that are affected by this phenomena, do they seem to stop behaving the same way, or?
No, I mean, they are very clearly affected by the like force that you exert upon them. Like they will go down if you push them down, but if you let them go, they will just float back to their space that they were before.
Oh, so even if I pull them sideways, they return to where they were before.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're kind of fixed in place instead.
Yeah,
of
like in the
switching.
suspend. Yeah, that's insane.
That's a discovery. Alright. Let's see what Zarus finds out.
I'll wait for the party to put it in the bag of holding.
Here's a line of the
then-
bag of holding. Everything just pours out of the mountain. Guys,
I mean,
we have a
I
problem.
was thinking, I was thinking that like, and then eventually you like open it and let it out, and then it just starts floating back to its original space. Crazy work.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea to take one of them with. Like, how fast does this happen? Like, if Tukas puts it further, does it happen faster or does it happen at about the same time?
No, it goes pretty lazily.
So if we were to take one and we ever want to find our way back to the island, we just toss it up in the air.
Very silly thing to do, but I guess it would be a good way to, like, if we want to go back to this specific island when we're away, yeah, it could be.
I mean, with a 12, you do not know whether this effect extends far beyond the mountain or if there's like some range at which this will, you know, stop being like a magnet
is
that
why
doesn't
it's
go
worth-
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is why we're gonna try that out, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Experimentation.
Sarius, with the 15, you can feel. I would say this feeling is familiar to you. For a moment, your heart begins to race as this uncomfortable sense of recognition floods your senses. It is the moment where you turned around and your heart got grasped by this icy claw of fear when Tokas died. Digging deeper, your mind slowly connects the pieces. It is the force exerted by the creature that killed Tokas. A blue bullet.
Oh my god, is this a blue dragon? Or is this a gravity bullet? Like, which
I mean, the blue bullet did have a lodestone, like a magnetic
yeah,
lodestone.
yeah, I was immediately
horn, yeah.
thinking magnets. Yeah, this is floating in a magnetic field, is what I'm now guessing.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say, like, it's like I don't want to call it magical magnetism, you know, but that is
Like-
definitely the sensation. It is what I feel like your mind would connect these two
Oh, yeah.
pieces.
Yeah, I think so. I think Mark is maybe stupid, but Zarius is quite smart. So like in both the magical arcane sense and just intelligence sense.
Based.
Like, he like as he closes his eyes, he kind of like opens up. It's like, oh guys, it's magnets, not actual magnets. This is magical magnets. It's okay. Look, this is a horror. By the way, does that event look different to me now in my head? Now that I think about it, like suddenly this bullet doesn't just chomp him in one go. It's like there's a man dangling out of the bullet.
Absolutely.
Tokas, remember the boulet? Which, that's the word. Remember the boulet?
Yep, I have memory of that.
Remember the thing, the lodestone, I think the name is?
It's component? Yep.
And he then just does the, like, I don't know how else to describe it besides the fact that he does, I'm gonna turn on my camera just to do it. please, camera. It's light. Where he just waves his arm like, oh, look! Look! That's what this is! A giant version of it!
Please, just try and keep it. He looks over his shoulders. Try and keep it down, okay?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There are eating dragons around here. I get the excitement, but please keep it down.
Okay, wait. Amber, can I try something?
What's that?
With the feeling that this is a magical field of magnetism, right? There's it's not like, because if I feel it, it feels like it's a magical source instead of like a biological happening.
Sorry, can you repeat that in my brain? Just like didn't catch up.
The magnetism, the reason why things are flying, the reason why it all feels like this, it's like it's a magical source, right? It's not like an actual. This is how magnets work. This is not an actual full.
Yeah, you would definitely recognize this as the flow of magic rather than. I think with Witch Sight you can't even pick up on like actual magnetic fields.
Yeah, I imagine. I thought so as much, but I want to clarify.
I think maybe in some way magnetism might be actual like pseudo magic.
I'm going to attempt something again. Sorry, this is very much I'm gonna try things and see if it works. Could I attempt to exert control over it? Like, just test it with like 2 small floating rocks. See if I can rearrange them, kind of move them through, essentially manipulating the weave around it, or whatever magic is, the warp. I think in our case.
You had some sort of magic spell that would function in any way similar to this.
No,
maybe.
I would like. I don't have it, so he would literally just.
You want to just try move it with your mind?
It's essentially like he would want to use the basic grasps of magic, like how to manipulate magic, which I imagine he knows like the basic steps of how magic would work, and see if he can essentially try and not bullshit his way through, but see if he could exert any influence and shape change over this sort of spell, essentially this magical field, by interacting with it. It's just testing it. It's not going to be like, oh, I can do it. It's seeing if he can.
All right, make a spellcasting ability check. This could have taken a while. What does everyone else want to do while?
Keep a fucking eye out. Those people are like losing their minds. I'm like crouched up, looking over the side of the mountain. Like I don't want anything to kill me.
Yeah, you want to make a little observation check, Vincent?
Yeah.
Are you concerned about your well-being?
Yep, makes sense to me.
He's doing the shivering, shivery timbers, clattering teeth.
At the edge.
Too paranoid.
Hey, Vincent, I've come here to distract you. I mean, do you think Vasily is Vasily responded to my message?
Yeah, sure, man. Of course. Have you spotted any dragons? Yeah.
Dragons. Yeah, I can throw a dragon for you if you want.
Oh,
Pull out my confidence journal. I open it. Vasily has not responded to my message. I close it. He didn't respond, Vincent. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. It's been we've been gone a while.
Okay, man. Some people sometimes need looks over his shoulder, pauses, looks back again. What were we talking about?
Vasily, he didn't respond to my message. I sent him a
No.
message.
Yeah, of course. No, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. He loves you a lot. It's fine. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, sure. But he doesn't sleep. Vincent, he doesn't sleep. What else could he be doing that is so important? He's just on the shit all day.
Perhaps the right question is who else?
Looks over the shoulder of Lawrence at the meantime as well. Literally, absolutely.
The dragon standing behind you. Quite loud.
Schizophrenic as fuck. Literally looks over Lawrence's shoulder, looks over his left shoulder. Oh yeah, no, it'll be fine. I mean, he doesn't sleep, but I'm sure he does other things in that time. Like turns off his brain or something. Hey, do you think it's a bit odd that there's been no flying creatures around here in a while? I just think that's a bit odd,
Do you want me to fly up and check?
I think that's a good idea, actually. No. Keep grounded. Grounded close to the ground is good. Close to the ground is good. Ground is good.
But so I've been doing a lot of walking, and it makes me remember that I'm not great at that.
Well, you practice the things that you're bad at. Just shh. It's okay. Just stay on the ground. Stay on the ground.
Fine, I'll stay on the ground, man. I don't know, man.
Think dragons can see us from all the way up there?
I
No,
think if a dragon can see us, it can see us, and there's not much we can do about it.
Yeah, so it can't see us, right? We're basically invisible like ants, That's fine.
Uh,
I mean, there's no meat on me, is there, Lawrence? I don't need to worry. No one's going to want to eat me. I'm like hail.
why would they want to eat you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Vittorio, the goat, what are you doing?
He
Silly goat.
Greatest of all
is
time.
yeah. He and I think Delphine are moving about the place, seeing if there is any type of special flora here around this. Well, as Zarius has figured out, this magnetic field or this magnetically charged area. Yeah, looking to see if there's any kind of flora around here.
Alright, yeah, you can make me an observation check too. What about you, Tokas?
Observation.
He's probably helping Zarius with the research. Sort of like
Yeah, you want to make a complimentary check?
Yeah, trying different things to see how this phenomena reacts to different inputs and stimuli. We know it's magnetic, so he's gonna whip out his tinker's tools and attempt to see how far does the physical magnetism of this field go, and how far, when does some kind of magical effect begin to take place instead. Effectively, how closely this sticks to the rules of magnetism.
Observation. Also, as a side note, Miss DM, just something to take into consideration. If something were to be, let's say, looking at us from above, and Victoria and Delphine are like close to the ground and looking for things, they both have cloaks that make their backs look very rocky.
Like walking, talking rocks.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah, just like turtles.
Teenage
You know what
Mutant
eagles really like to do with turtles?
Yeah, to fucking grab them, fly up, and then drop them.
That's a very good, very, very good astute observation. I'm glad you paid attention to Animal Planet.
Yeah.
What complementary check would you like to make, Tokas, to help Zarius in his efforts?
What did he roll?
I rolled the spellcasting ability check.
He did, because he's physically trying to create a cantrip on the spot.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Well, I can offer thaumatology again, but I've already rolled it, so you might not be inclined. I have witch
It's a
sight.
different type of check.
Okay, well, if I can roll thaumatology again, it feels like it would probably be the most fitting, but I'll leave that up to you.
Very well.
Okay. Alright.
Very well.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Nice, Tokas. Beautiful.
He's very beautiful indeed. Unfortunately, Vincent doesn't see any enemies.
Nice.
No, literally blind.
There are no enemies here at all.
Yeah.
Vittorio, you find some, like, mosses, because, like, this part of the mountain is, like, very chilly. There's, like, there's not really snow laying around here, but it's rather cold. Like, you are pretty close to some portals to the elemental plane of air, and they are constantly sending out these like gusts of cool wind that like slithers beneath your clothing and makes your skin break out in goosebumps. You find some edible moss. That's nice, right?
Yeah, that is nice.
It does glitter kind of silvery though, but you're pretty sure you could eat this.
I will probably investigate it further before I eat it. If it is glittering a
All
little
I'm
bit.
saying is every plant is edible at least once, so please roll me
Yeah.
2d4.
2d4, sure. 6.
Alright. If you want, you can have 6 portions of this moss.
Very well.
You can use it to eat, or maybe make some like pretty nice, I don't want to call it bandages, that's not the right word, poultices. There you go.
Quite. Very well. Note that down.
Woundbind poultice. Could be done. Yeah, I'd say that could be done with this moss. But you can also eat it, for sure. Don't worry about the colloidal silver. I know people who eat it every day. It's very good for you.
Nom 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 nom.
Alright, Zarius and Tokas are making spells. It takes them a good while. You guys do a lot of experimenting. Literally pulling this this mountain apart to see how far it will like bounce back. At least within the reach of the area where you guys are, it does slowly like drift back into place. No matter the size of the rock that you try to move. It will just go back to where it belongs. At least the ones that are already floating in place. As for manipulating them, it's a tough one. Like, some of the magic that you guys would use or are used to, I want to say Zarius not so very much because
No, I have nothing that moves things. Like,
yeah.
I think there's
I think I
some
have
on my
multiple
spell
spells
list
that move
that
things.
would,
The
but
first being like catapult.
Yeah, I do not have any of that. I am out of my comfort zone, out of my league, but I wanted to give it a shot.
Exactly. No, that's completely fine. It's just it's just more difficult for you. I would say the movements don't come natural to you, right? So it's just like you would be beginning from scratch on learning a new spell before you go and level up.
Yeah.
Tokas gives you a couple of pointers, and you're pretty sure after like 30 minutes of sitting on this thing, like this thing is moving just a little bit. When you kind of begin to cast something akin to Stardust, but then like change it at the last moment, there's like no Stardust that comes out, but you're pretty sure the rock moved a little bit.
I like to imagine he's trying to use the same concept of as what he did with the wave. When he, if you remember, when he was in the ethereal sea, where he was at the shore and he pushed it all away using his manipulation of magic, like he did that little bit ebb and flow. That's,
I understand
imagine
what you
he's
mean.
trying to replicate. I imagine,
Yeah.
like the
Unfortunately, that doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, there's a difference between souls and rocks. These are not actually Skarner's ancestors trapped in a rock. They are just rocks.
Damn.
Um,
Damn. Where's Seraphine?
which makes them a
Only
little bit harder
Seraphine, the
to
way I'd be
manipulate, you
moving
know.
these.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab one of these rocks, listen to them, be like, "Oh, help me! I'm being tortured." I'm like, "Wow, we should all make friends." Also, stay in your lane, bitch. We should all be friends.
I'm gonna
But
turn you
no,
into
what
a
you should
hoverboard.
do, I was about to say,
Yeah.
turn him into a hoverboard so you can go wherever you want. Like Tokas is doing it right now, right? He could just like cast like Earth and Grasp on this fucking and turn it into a hoverboard.
In a
That'd
weird
be
way,
good.
after I figure out that it might be possible, like I'm gonna look at Tukas like, Tukas, are you more familiar with moving things?
Not so much anymore.
Well, I think we're gonna have to jump.
Lawrence has a,
Oh.
has a question for the Magic Man. Okay, so if it is a magnetic field,
Mm-hmm.
and magnetic fields create are energy, and I can make energy like fire and lightning, and you want to move things that are being moved by a magnetic field. Can I help if I make energy? What would I do
I
with
mean,
that energy?
I imagine that's like one of the things we tested in the 30 minutes. I look at Amber. It's like it's less. If we had magic that would easily manipulate the weave into moving things, then I'd imagine we could apply it on a grander scale. The spell that Toka's talked about, the catapult spell. I imagine Tokas knows about the catapult spell, seeing as he had it and we
He has it
discussed it.
prepared right now.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
things like a catapult spell. What I theorize might work far more drastic than otherwise. See, the rocks they float. The catapult has a weight limit to it, right? So with how the magic here works, you might be able to apply that in a far different manner, especially knowing the catapult spell. I don't.
Yeah.
True.
It's
So-
defined as a weight limit, but effectively the limits of the spell depend on the weight of the object and, well, related to the mass and the force of gravity of the environment. So, in this particular case, I feel like I could probably move much larger objects, mostly because the amount of force applied to this object by the spell is minute and thus unable to move any objects of considerable size, although, well, 10 pounds is a hefty amount, but not usually enough to move something this big. Looks at the bigger rocks in the air.
Mm-hmm.
But if this field of magnetism renders them weightless, then perhaps it would be possible. It would also cause a very peculiar reaction in the case of collision with other ones. We haven't tried fragmentations of the items. I wonder if you can. And like, he turns around to one of the smaller rocks. I wonder what happens if you destroy them. Do you reconstitute in place in the exact same composition?
Maybe. But I feel like while I would like the idea of seeing Vincent stress even more, we should figure a way to get onto the big one.
Hmm.
Tokas, Lawrence did raise a point here. One you may or may not have considered. Lightning does affect magnets.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's what I was gonna bring up. I think,
Whether
before.
or not it's going to absolutely destroy any magnetism within these things is as good as anyone's guess, though, because it's magic. But also, magical lightning plus magical magnetism? Question mark.
I have static blade, and then I also have lightning lure.
Well, it's a good. It can work. It can affect this field. The problem is we do not know how.
Wait,
Um,
lightning lure.
Yeah.
Is that the spell that worked like my thorn whip?
I'll show you. And
whoa, wait! Don't
I'm like mid cast.
do not do it yet. There is the very likely possibility that you disrupt the magnetism of this field, and the good portion of the rocks nearby just simply plummet to the ground and get destroyed.
Let's not do that, please.
Put my hands back together.
Seeing as we don't really have a way to manipulate, I think we're just gonna have to parkour over it. Be careful, do not jump on lighter stones. Based on what we just saw, is that the heavier you are, the easier you push things out of the way.
I have an idea. And this is a question for you, Miss DM, but the catapult spell specifically propels an item 90 feet off into the distance. Does it carry any momentum?
Oh, do you mean like if an item hits 90 feet, it will immediately drop like a rock?
What I ask is
Uh.
effectively, does it immediately stop upon reaching the length of the spell, or does it keep going in the eventuality that there's more room simply not
I
dealing any
think
more damage.
something would be able to keep like skipping forward, but like it will exert enough force that it will be able to hit something that is 90 feet away.
And I would assume the gap we have to cover is further than 90 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can.
They want us to cross this ginormous space that has floating stones that may or may not carry our weight or may just plummet us to our death, inevitably.
Well, the one that
Yeah,
I
roughly.
want to, yeah, and the one I want to test each rock is Lawrence. It's made a prevalent point that he's been able to fly most of these times, so he can just put his weight on a rock, and then if it doesn't hold him, he flies.
I also can stop you guys from falling to your death.
Unless
Also
many of
very
us fall at the same time.
No, I have a spell for that.
Oh, wonderful.
I've been, you know, thinking about the idea of falling to my death again, and decided it's something I want to avoid. So yeah,
That
too, preferably.
seems like a solid idea.
all right. What am I lightning luring?
Maybe keep the lightning lure until I've done the right calculations.
Put my hands back together.
Do you press your weight onto that rock over there, Lawrence?
Whee! I'll flutter over and land on it. What happens, Ember?
I will tell you that any rock, like at least twice your size, is capable of holding your weight when you take it off. When you take off the what do we call it? The force of you flying. Take that out of the equation and just rest your full weight upon it.
See.
Any other rock will like either slowly or very quickly go down.
If we do that all the way, could we relatively comfortably hop? Well, comfortably, I imagine every one of us would feel uncomfortable, but could we relatively safely hop from one to the other to the middle?
They're
Just based on
perfectly
the
weighted
distance.
stones that are perfectly aligned so that all it takes is a single hop between each one to reach the middle.
Yeah, that's basically. Well, not per se. Like the jumps might be difficult, but more. Would it be theoretically possible to jump between them if we use that method of testing?
I will tell you, like these rocks aren't just like a straight line, right? Like some of them also
yeah,
like
for sure.
float above
Up,
each other,
down, yeah.
or below each other, or like diagonal, with a bit of space between them. Reasonably, if you take enough time.
If there's not a dragon on your ass, no. I'm kidding.
People smile.
People smile indeed.
I wonder, how much can I manipulate them? Like, for example, if I go to a rock and I like give it a push, like will it sort of like spin, or will it like move in that particular direction, or will it just be like, you touched me, I'm now gonna fall?
As I explained earlier, the smaller rocks can be manipulated with ease. They will just go down when you push on them. And then slowly go back up.
Find a rock and I spin it.
Does it spin the basketball up and then with a rock?
Literally. Always wanted to do this.
But if I'm right, a quick additional question: when I witch-sighted, did it feel like the field was getting would get stronger? Like at the edge of the back of my witch side, would it be weaker there than at the front when I would face this thing?
No.
Okay, so it's just okay. Good to know.
It's a pretty stable field.
Just to set my mind at ease, we're going to the big stone in the middle because we think that's where more answers are going to be, or just because we think it'll be fun?
Well,
Both.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no.
Oh,
of course.
where's your adventuring spirit today, Vincent?
Oh,
Captain Vincent.
looks over the side of the absolutely colossal fall off. Oh, Dad. Let's just say I do better in water than I do in height.
Hmm. You know, if Ilmari was here, I'm pretty sure she would have quite a joke to make about that. But, well, she's not here, so he, like, slaps you on the back. Look, you know, between all of us, as Lawrence mentioned, you know, he has apparently picked up something that will allow us to, well, you know, if we were to fall, not actually fall to our death, he can fly if need be, even though, you know, he, like, looks around in the sky. Yeah, it should probably be saved for when it's needed. And yeah, between the rest of us, I mean, we have rope, we have, he pats his crossbow on his back, and yeah, you know, we have equipment. It should be okay.
Yep. I mean, I'm not, I'm not afraid or anything.
No, I didn't
Just
think.
Knees literally shaking on the spot.
You know, one of the initiation rituals of the Dreamlanders is to go to the highest bit of the big top, and they shove you into a net, so that you're getting over your fear of heights.
I
That's,
would hate that.
that's like, damn.
I'm not
Hmm.
afraid of heights. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of heights. It's whatever. Like, I was just curious.
Look over the ledge.
I am.
Also, you know,
It's nothing to worry about, Vincent. You're only 1,000 feet off the actual ground. Actually, 1,250. You would probably
Nice.
roll down here,
yeah.
quite roughly.
Isn't that like the type of distance that you would die like mid-flight? You know that weird phenomenon where if people drop from far enough or
not
like
a-
high enough, they just die in midair.
That is not a weird phenomenon. It's called a heart attack.
That'd be
Very strange, weird, fucked up
Yeah,
phenomenon.
it's very weird.
It is. It's called the human body going through so much stress that they suffer
Yeah.
a fatal heart attack.
It's just like a character
Yeah.
from Darkest Dungeon. I just disappear, gets heart attack, and then I just fade out.
Jesus. No, but
Absolutely crazy.
yeah. But Rory, like, you know, looks up Vincent and is like, yeah. It'll be fine, buddy. It's, you know, you don't weigh that much either, so... And he looks at the rocks. There's probably more rocks that you can jump on than I can.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. And I do jumping and nimble things all the time. I mean, this is easy for me. Guys, I'm not worried. I don't know why you're talking about it. This is fine. I'm not worried at all.
I put a hand on Vince's shoulders, like, now you know how I feel in the boat every goddamn day.
So, who's going first?
Well, if we're jumping, I'm willing to do it.
Sure. I don't mind going first either. It's...
Well, I would like Lawrence to be somewhat accompanying, so that, you know... I know I can teleport right if I need to, but still. Safety is important, and we're not, like, stuck on anything, so... I look at Lawrence.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing.
Okay.
As long as the wind isn't harsh. Look around.
I look at Lawrence, or at Tokas, who's still been studying. Tokas, you found anything?
Not much more than we've already understood.
Well, let's go then. I think we're going to be jumping, Amber.
Yeah. I'll tell you that you will not be able to do it all by yourself, as I mentioned. There are rocks that are literally just floating above. You're gonna need someone to help you with that.
Oh.
We put
Got
a
it.
between the two with Lawrence having to look.
Yeah. Oh. Hello, could I don't know,
Someone
maybe
needs to
fly
lower
up-
down that rope with the
fly up instead of Python?
That's if you have pythons, yeah.
I look at
What you do,
Vittorio.
right?
I look at Vittorio's climb skin.
Bombs.
Does anyone have python so I can attach a rope up there, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 'cause I don't know if I can hold your full weight.
Yes, there should be plenty of pythons. And he'll produce a handful from
Thank
his
you.
climber's kit.
Vincent, since you're so paranoid, can you roll me 2d12 while you guys begin this journey?
Let's go.
Of course, no problem.
Oh. Oh.
Fascinating.
Oh.
19 wyverns show up. Ah!
No, I think on a 12, we get to see who lives here.
Can you give me a d6?
Yeah, Vincent, the D6.
6, you say?
Interesting.
Oh, it
Okay.
should be better.
Silence is a good sign, right? Amber humming, that's like her being
I'm just
happy.
preloading Gabe. He's the last one to
Thank you.
Pre-
My phone
Gabe,
has been acting
Amber,
up.
that makes it sound like we're gonna go to a battle map.
Oh, that's crazy. Why would you think
What?
that?
No, it's just a change of scene. What are we talking about here?
Guys, putting
Come
these
on.
flying stones will be fine. Yeah, but what if you do it whilst fighting 17 wyverns?
Can you imagine if the flying stone is a flying dragon turtle?
If that is the case, I want to. I want to be friends with one. I want to be friends with this flying dragon turtle.
That's
Crazy work.
Gabe's on 99%.
99!
I wonder who was like holding back the ARAM party.
I'm struggling. Ah!
Oh, wait, what? That shouldn't say that. Where's the other one?
We have all loaded.
Excellent.
Woo!
Wait, do we still have tidbits?
I'm pretty sure
I
I
had one.
We so do. Did you know the entropic and
No.
harmonic divinities like Death and the Blacksmith were born from the combined worship of countless smaller spirits and concepts?
I partially knew that, but now I fully know that.
Well, we are truly enhancing our abilities.
Yo!
Yee!
Exactly. I think before, like right before we, brain, why are you not working? Right before we start our little process, Vittorio is going to, I believe, did I make this to a T? I think maybe. Yes. How many do I have? I have enough for people. Very well. Victoria will offer some like some warm tea to people if they would like it. I will say that this should heighten your senses a little bit. So hopefully, if something comes swooping down, we'll at least maybe spot it in time and not get caught with our pants down.
Drink it now.
Yeah, I mean it lasts for should last for a couple of hours.
Drink it. Does it taste bad?
That's a good question. I don't remember. I look at Amber because I
You
think
tell me.
I tell you very well. I think it tastes. It's probably a very strong tea. So yeah, a little bit bitter, but I think the aftertaste is like almost like cinnamon. Like after you've you just let it sit on your tongue.
Not bad.
And for all of those that partake, I don't have it, so I can output it. I will. Where did it go? Here. For 4 hours after using this herb, you cannot be surprised, and you can roll a witch sight check instead of an initiative roll.
You just hear a, oh, what is this? Oh. What? Are there angel tears in this?
Damn right they are.
No,
You know how I feel about that.
I would never drug one of my friends. No, it's some buried starlight. I've been growing it for a while. Actually think a harvest is coming up. Amber laughed.
Sorry, no, that's something else.
Okay.
I need like a fortitude check from all of you while we're doing this.
Oh.
We'll get there in a moment.
Drinking
My.
tea up at nowhere conditions.
No, not the tea.
We're dying.
Me who
Anyone?
lost fortitude in our skill change. Pain.
42.
13 isn't bad. Not bad.
14-tude. Let's see what I get.
I am very fortitudinal. Oh, holy shit. go on, Vince.
Fortuitous.
I'm apparently very fortuitous.
Look at Vincent going. He is crazy with it.
My +0 goes crazy stuff.
All that matters to me, to be honest.
I mean, hell yeah, a flat 16 is pretty
But
impressive.
yeah, please continue with your thing. I asked you to roll this in a bit, but there's no problem. You can continue now.
This is a... I can feel colors.
Right, I would like to reiterate, I did not drug anyone. It's just a herbal tea.
It's like my witch sight is pinging everything. Even when I'm not concentrating on it.
Right. He's like, well, I don't really feel that different, and I mean, had it like once or twice before.
Oh no, this is strange. I like it, but it's strange. I climb a road between two rocks. Also, you guys feel like the air is getting a bit thin?
It's a pretty good altitude.
imagine I'm used to have thin air now that I think about where I'm from.
That is not how it works, because this is not. There's no atmosphere like that in the ethereal expanse.
Oh, okay.
Plus, I
There's
think
normal air. I'm like, nice.
I
There's no
What you
atmosphere, so we
instead
die.
feel is the further you go up and up, the air becomes more and more humid until you guys feel like you are breathing water. And that's what we're making fortitude checks for.
Would I be fine?
Breathing water is crazy.
No, you're not feeling so good, Charius.
No. I ask, would I be fine? Because I have a where is it? Where is it? I can breathe anything, even if it's water.
You see, this is where understanding writing in comparison to realistic format is important.
No, that's why I'm
Like
asking.
you're breathing water, not you are breathing water.
Yeah, no, but that's why I'm asking, because it's that I can breathe in any environment. Doesn't matter where it is.
What if there's a lack of environment? That's a problem.
Yeah, no. I'm asking. I'm not saying I can. I'm just saying is is this something Necklace of Adaptation would, or is this just I feel like it?
You feel like it.
All right. Oh, this is weird.
Well, I mean, I would imagine there would at least be more air around here, considering there's bound to be like a portal to the elemental plane of air.
There is air. Like, there's plenty of air.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just incredibly humid.
Okay. I was, as a not very smart and articulate Vittorio, was trying to infer, hey, maybe the air is extra. There's like too much oxygen here, as opposed to if it was thin air.
No, it's
Oh, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
No, there's definitely too
What?
much moisture.
Yeah.
it's just wet, which is weird because.
You will start sweating as well.
What the fuck?
It's
Like
getting
crazy.
really
I mean,
hot.
it's a crazy. It's like 99% humidity. It's like you guys
Oh!
are sweating.
Ugh.
Oh, 99% humidity, my beloved.
I'm already glad my clothing were torn to shreds now.
Oh, I'm taking off my preacher garb. I can't do this shit.
I will say that because of the necklace of adaptations, Arius doesn't gain a level of exhaustion from his like miserable failure.
Let's go.
When he does begin like breathing actual like fucking water, he's like, at least I can breathe, I guess. But you feel incredibly uncomfortable.
It's that feeling of like I've breathed underwater before. It's not nice. It sucks, but I can like.
It's
not
basically that.
drown.
Your necklace is like, I don't know if I should be adapting to water or air right now. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, bro.
I'm just like. I imagine coughing is a natural instinct for the water.
It's like coughing, but like even when you're coughing out, like your lungs are still filling with water, and you're like,
Oh, I'm actually breathing water. Oh, I'm breathing water. Also want to say miserable failure, one less than focus. I'm like, I'm not that miserable. It's not
Damn,
that
we go fucked up that hard. That's
well,
No, she-
unfortunately, in the game of D&D, there's a failure and there's success.
yeah, but it's not
And you are a
miserable
failure. Wow.
No, but it's like, as Zars described, it's like, oh no, I hate this.
Oh well, it is just a little bit too humid, but I suppose it's fine.
No, my lungs are filling with actual water. Like, not metaphorically.
I thought you could breathe water.
That doesn't mean it's comfortable. I can breathe smoke if I want to. That doesn't mean that my lungs don't feel like they're burning.
Oh well, damn. Whoever made that magic item should probably like make it better.
Oh my god, you know, the person that's like, wow, I allow you to breathe in actual water, rocks, anything. Suffer. I feel like They did their best.
Actually, no, that makes sense because if you're breathing rocks, you know, like you're filling up your lungs with rocks, yeah, that's bound to be painful. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. Just go fast. Yeah, we go fast. Let's go. Oh, gross.
It's not like I can get any fucking sweatier.
Castanella is probably pretty humid, right? Or like Castanella, not Amber Current.
No.
Or is that more Moraine?
Charniold is, well,
No.
the west is very humid. Castanella is like sun-scorched, like zero
Yeah,
humidity.
dry. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was not built for this. I say that as a Black Dragonborn who most definitely should be built for this, but that doesn't matter.
He was built wrong.
I was built wrong. I mean, you are correct. I was also born without acid resistance.
Very, very strange of you.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. And I would walk a lot of miles. Everyone holding up okay?
It's pretty rough, but doable.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy we're doing this.
Just don't look down.
Yeah, that does the complete opposite.
Yeah. I get a little dizzy when I look down.
Yeah, me too.
You have wings?
That doesn't stop me from getting weird feeling in my eye, vertigo when I look off this big gap.
Amber, how? Yeah, it's just a random question. How? Common knowledge is not really the word I'm looking for here, but dragons having, or certain dragons, depending on age, having like regional effects. How common of a knowledge is that?
You would have to make a dragon lore check, like.
Yeah, I more mean if it's even like it's even something that you would be aware of, like if it's stories about it, etc. That yes, around certain dragons' lairs, sometimes there's weird things happening, you know, to the region, some changes.
I mean, it's not common knowledge, but you are a monster hunter. It's
Very
you know.
well. Then, yeah, because it was more gauging if I would even have, if I would even consider thinking about it. But if that is the case, I'll make a whole check while we are moving along.
Mhm.
They are not in my book, so it is just flat. That is a pretty damn good result for being a flat check.
Yeah, for real.
As Vittorio
Yeah,
starts
Vittorio,
to ponder.
you are also. Oh yeah.
No, yeah. He just, as we're moving along, he just starts to ponder. He's like, well, those were wyverns, and like, yeah, that was some kind of dragon-like creature. And he remembers, that sometimes around lairs, the environment sometimes changes depending on.
Oh, does he remember? Did you just like infer that without? Just kidding.
No, go
Yes.
ahead.
No, I
That's
decided you don't know anything.
okay.
Not diddly squat.
Very well. He
Yes,
daydreams.
Vittorio, you remember that dragons can at some point begin to exert so much like dragons don't just have influence over themselves. Like as they grow larger, they also begin to exert influence over their environment. It's kind of like it's a two-way street, right? When they're young, dragons are very affected by their environment. They are highly adaptable and they will change to match their environment quite quickly and quite perfectly. But the older they get and the more power they attain, the stronger their control becomes over their own body, and to some degree, they can also begin to exert control over the environment that they live in, and thus, kind of, I don't want to say choose the way that their like environment or their home basically becomes, but yeah, that is essentially how it works.
Okay.
Like a dragon, if a dragon wants to not be the dragon that they are anymore, adopt an adaptation and just bring it home. And they can just create a pocket of an environment that shouldn't be there, that is suddenly there.
Are we gonna face an anti-gravity dragon? A magnetic dragon?
I was more thinking about the humidity, but yeah.
What, a humidity dragon?
No, but
Precipitation dragon? Like
Rain
wetness
dragon. Rain dragon.
I don't know.
moisture dragon.
But yeah, he ponders that and he's like, there's kind of correct me if I'm wrong, but like certain dragons, you know, when they big, like really big, they can sort of start affecting their environment around them, right?
With my lore dragon proficiency, would I know that basic tidbit?
Give me a check.
Let's see.
Nice.
25!
Yeah, you most assuredly know that, Zarius.
Yeah, and dragons, if when they're young, are influenced by their environment, and when they get old, they influence their environment instead.
Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, no, I figured as much. I remember reading
Sorry,
some
stop
things.
for a moment. No. And what you're saying is there's no way this level of humidity would otherwise be in this location.
Well, I mean, it could probably couple of reasons. I was just really thinking, pondering, as it were.
Ah, well, maybe we should avoid the pondering when we're 1,200 feet beyond our death while spelunking over fucking flying rocks. So how about we all do a bit of a Vincent here and we all accept ignorance as bliss and ignore everything that's around us and keep the fuck moving?
Amber, as I continue with a natural 2025, would I know what type of dragon, like what environment, like dragon would have humidity? Like would have humidity as a like layer effect essentially?
There's a lot of types of dragons that like thrive in humidity. Whether it is like a tropical humidity or literal ocean environments. You have dragons that spit anything from like literal lightning bolts, apt, to I would say fire, but not like in the sense of like fire, but as in like scalding steam.
Oh my god, is White gonna be right about the flying dragon turtle?
Or just pure water jets is also possible. It deals bludgeoning damage though, or cold.
Zarius, who's gonna not notice Vincent's comfortable feeling. Like, well, because he's climbing, looking forward and jumping. He's like, well, there's many dragons that would impose the humidity effect around their layers, so that really doesn't narrow things down. There's dragons that do underwater things, which would imply the humidity. There's even dragons that do like hot steam, which is this hot? Like, is this humidity hot or is it like still cold?
It's not like hugely cold. Well,
So just wet.
the higher you get, like it becomes less cold. It's like wet and like it's like it is the temperature is today in the Netherlands, right? It's like not really cold, like there's a bit of a chill in the breeze, but also it is just like so uncomfortably like humid that it like traps all the moisture against your skin and like makes you heat up by default.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's getting really hot. It's getting hotter, so I mean, possible steam. I mean, there's dragons that spit steam. I will only see if we can find the source. I mean, the fact that we're getting this close probably means that, or the fact that effects are starting to happen means we're getting close.
Yeah, that's some food for thought. Hey, I'm sure we'll find something interesting at the middle of that, at least.
I'm just not quite hungry right now. So, let's keep it moving, yeah?
Yeah!
The rocks have
It's
we
like,
gotten so far?
please.
Please, I'm trying to ignore things. Please stop talking about it.
I like to imagine
Please, I'm
Zarius
just
is
like
quite
living my
comfortable
best life
jumping
here.
rock to rock here. Yeah, this reminds me of the time this reminds me of the time that Mask failed to grab the tightrope, like the swing. Fell right into the net.
Kind of rough.
That's pretty rough. There's no real
It's
net here,
clinging onto the
so
rope with like dear life.
I'm just like dropping the last thing down here, and I think this is ready for you guys to enter.
Zarius is in mumbling to himself, speaking like, "Oh, honorable great dragon, we are blessed by making your acquaintance. We did not come here to invade. We simply sought out to explore. We are but valiant explorers. Thank you for making to allow us to attend to your presence."
You know what we don't
Out
practice
loud.
enough, guys? You know what we don't practice
Zarius
enough?
is, I mean, in Draconic. He
Quiet
is
time.
The art of silence. I feel like we should practice this a bit more, guys.
It's just getting his last words in, Vincent.
That is rough. You know how it is, Vincent. It's a miracle your party's still alive sometimes.
wow. That's
Can I move the token here to the middle a bit?
You must.
Here we go.
illegal.
Let's go. We're in the middle.
Don't worry, you guys are getting to the end of this one.
At the end of our rope.
The end of your lives.
You guys are the most awesomest, funniest guys I know.
Oh, thank you. You're pretty funny yourself.
Oh my god, thank you.
Very hilarious.
Thank you.
Blaze the DM. Can we get our magic items now?
Whoa. We're glazing our DM because of their skill at DMing, not to get magic items.
Whoa.
Get
oh,
outta
okay,
here.
okay,
Get
Mark.
outta
Okay,
here.
Mark. You don't have to like
Put him in the corner. Put him
double
in the corner.
double
Like me,
glaze.
Gavity?
Someone get the spray. Someone get the water spray out.
Yes, Fritz him. He can't swim.
No, I cannot. Zarius cannot swim. You're correct.
I'm trying to drop the party on the map, but like the oh wait,
No,
I need to activate this
Games
map.
PC.
there is no
That's not true.
token in this scene that gives you visibility of the area.
You are witness to the darkness
Oh.
itself. An additional layer effect, as you will.
Me,
Oh.
Bob Buckler.
Oh, is that a rabbit?
Party. Some of you come closer to exhaustion than others, as you have to leap and climb and tug each other up across dozens of floating shards to get to the summit. And the summit is... it is definitely something. It is a fractured piece of mountain suspended in midair. An archipelago, but in 3D space. But here, at the very top, the air is not bitingly cold. And there's actually wind-beaten grass growing over crumbling stones. But that is not all. Peculiarly. Peculiarly. Oh god, I can't say this word anymore.
Happens to the best of us.
Peculiarly. There are structures at the top of this mountain. But as the wind groans around this large earthen island, your climb to the top may be over. But the new exploration begins, as you do have free movement.
Well, can't say this is what I was expecting, but I suppose I'm happily surprised.
It's quite stunning. Can we walk under this, Amber?
Is that a shrine?
Lord yells and flies directly towards.
Yes, you
Lord,
can indeed walk past this. Vincent, giving me an observation check.
This is beautiful.
Give me why? What you mean?
Why would my DM ask me?
What?
The burden has
That's a
never
great
been
check.
greater.
Your soft rustle next to you.
Death!
Genuine spoop.
His Monty is about to be pythoned.
Look to the left to see at the bush. What is there?
You just see a bush.
Whilst everyone else is like spreading out and walking around, I crouch next to the bush.
Mm-hmm.
I try to like see if there's anything in there. I try to move some of the foliage.
You push the foliage aside. And you peer into the core of this peculiar looking plant. I'll tell you, it is definitely not any kind of plant you've seen before. It has this like bright greenish exterior, and then it's got like a little bit of like a pinkish tint to some of its leaves, kind of like a begonia plant, right? And then there's these strange white bulbs that you see at the base of the flower as you part all the leaves aside. And it kind of looks like there's a sort of like nest of all of these like little white pearly orbs, like just hidden on the inside of this bush. And that's when you feel the tendrils of the plant that you push aside slowly like reach down and like push you aside as well.
Oh, like push me away from where I was.
Mm-hmm.
takes like a crouching step back and removes hands. Huh. The plants appear to be alive, guys.
Zar's is like, yeah, they're green. Obviously, they're alive.
POV.
The door like a bit higher up. Actually, it's only 5 feet. Looks at you. Like alive, as in
Thinking. Moving.
oh. He comes on down.
I heard a rustle next to this bush. I went to check. There's some, like, pearl things inside the center of this hollow bush, but the bush moved me out of the way. It basically closed the door on me.
I can open my witch sight. Maybe that will tell us some more.
But I'm not gonna stop you.
Open switch sight to it's already like overtuned because of the drugs I took.
They're not drugs.
It's
Just
just...
Ooh, I hear the plants. I hear them. They're calling my
Zarius,
name.
the plant is alive. Yeah, definitely.
Like alive as in like living, or it has like an actual like feeling the same way I get it of me, Tokas, and the other magic caster.
I mean, it's not a magic plant.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a magical, like, spellcasting plant.
There's nothing else weird that I feel around here.
Yeah, almost all the plants feel alive.
Yeah. Oh. Hello.
They
Zarius
all
offers his
resonate with
hand.
some degree of animation.
I hold out my hand to shake this thing's hands. Hello.
The plant does not shake your hand.
Yeah, no, I imagine as much.
Can I make some a herbalism check, or would it be lore nature if it's an actual living thing? Which one?
No, it's plant lore.
Plant. Lore plant. It is not in my book. I am not proficient. Do I get to add my...
Yes.
Okay. Yes, it's a d6 on top of this. Which I will... 1d6. That is a 17.
All right. You study the plant closer. I put a picture of the plant in Stargazers.
Ooh. Oh.
Study the plant a little bit closer. It is
Wow.
very bright in color, which would suggest to you that it kind of maybe wants to be left alone.
I mean, yeah, usually.
To like indicate that it is like poisonous to eat.
Oh my god, but look at the chocolate, the white chocolate covered like little raisins it has at the bottom.
But then you see that there is this like strange, like those orbs that you see. I mean, you don't see those, but you see them inside of these strange long tendrils, which kind of like pushed Vincent away. At the center of those, you see these like, I don't want to. Yeah. You see these strange long like bulbs that are white in color, and they gleam as if they are like tacky. With the level of animation you see from not just the tendrils, but like each like individual leaf within these tendrils, it is quite possible that it's using them as like a way to hunt. It might be like a carnivorous plant. That's what it reminds you of the most.
Yeah. Which makes it interesting that it pushed away Vincent. Then again, he's pretty big prey. And as such, he would not fall into the category of prey for these plants, perhaps. Victoria is like, well, I mean, it could be some kind of carnivorous plant. Though I'm pretty sure we're too big. Too big to fall into the category of prey. Maybe that's why pushed you aside, Vincent. I think those white things, they're kind of moving about a bit. Make it look like food for something else. Which I imagine we're going to run into here, whatever creature that might be.
I have the hardcore parkour trying to get up here.
Amber, with that check as well, can I figure out? Well, with that check and based on what Vincent said, can I figure out like what would constitute as this thing's? I don't want to call it a mouth because that's not what it is, but basically, where it would start to turn the prey into actual nutrients.
I mean, generally speaking, a carnivorous plant has some sort of receptacle, like a place where something could be trapped within.
Mhm.
If it is those tendrils, that's kind of small. So maybe it's like inside of the larger structure.
Yeah. Because I wanted to experiment and give it some dried meat jerky.
Dies from salt poisoning.
Oh, nay.
Oh no, don't say that. Very well. But we'll just take a moment to sketch it. I think. And then he'll proceed with the rest of the people.
Alright, it's gonna take a little bit.
Yeah.
Rest of the party. What do you do?
I would like to look into this shrine-looking thing.
What about you, Zarius? What did you say?
I just wanted to do a hardcore parkour move up. I see this is 20 feet, so I imagine I have to kind of hop from these rocks.
This is 25 feet up, yep.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I have to imagine I will hop from the rocks like that. So that's why I said hardcore parkour. I imagine it needs some level of check. That's why I'm waiting.
It does, yeah.
May I make
You
a
may-
stunt?
Sure, you can try to make a stun check.
Ooh, let's go!
Alright. What were you doing, Lawrence?
Lawrence will land up here on this perch and would like to check out this because it looks like a shrine from a distance. Now that he gets closer, perhaps it could be one.
You do see that sitting kind of on its own rock is this stone monument, which is framed by these large, scaly-looking wings. It looks like there may have been like a sort of dais here, or like an extension at some point, but all of the stones have been like weathered away from it, leaving only this this top part here still intact.
You see. Well, I guess I'll brush it off, and I'd like to. Would I recognize the? I guess maybe like deity this might be associated with here in the Expanse, or if it is one at all.
You can always try to make a theology check, yeah?
Maybe. Nah, fuck! Another one.
You
Fuck.
do not recognize.
I will assume it is.
This iconography, which appears to be almost like a star shape, like a metal star shape.
A metal.
Yeah. You see this thing here, but instead of like it just being like 2 prongs, it has 6 prongs.
A 6-pronged star.
That is kind of like suspended between 2 crumbling pieces of rock. The metal itself is also in a very, very poor condition.
Well, Lawrence will bamf out of his will step out of his let's say adventuring gear and into his priestly garb. Freshly pressed, dare I say. And yeah, after not being sure which deity this might represent, 6-pointed star, wings, scales. Maybe it's that scaly woman we dealt with before. What was her name again? He scratches his noggin in a natural one.
My brain immediately goes to one of my other characters is gods. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not that one.
Pretty sure it's not that one. Well, I will leave a yes, I will leave a small offering on the altar. Light some incense and head on my way.
Alright.
Oh my god, the
Pardon
climbing
me?
in here is the hell. So what did the shrine say, Lawrence?
Etharis! Fly over. Shrine didn't have much to say, but it seemed to be like a small part of a much larger thing, but it looks like everything's eroded away. I think it has something to do with that dragon worm fire lady. I just left a small offering and brushed off some dust.
6-pointed stars. Where does it sound familiar?
6-pointed star.
Star you're thinking about does not have 6 points, I'm afraid. We're talking about 8.
God, I need to
What
get
was
my
that,
brain
Toka?
The star that you are thinking about kind of like turns down, looks at the ground, hand to the chin.
6 points. Wings and scales.
Yeah, no. Referring to Darius, there's concerns that Star he is likely remembering has 2 more points than this one, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I also need to put out of my head. My brain is consistently saying Lyra, Lyra, Lyra. Like, this is not Forgotten Realm. Stop, brain, stop it.
What are you doing, Tokas?
I'm gonna scamper my way upstairs as well.
Alright. How would you like to do so?
Well, in the similar way the Zara's house, I don't have other means of climbing outside my own climbing kit.
Alright, make me a stunts check then.
We are stunting.
Ooh, very good.
You can make it up.
Huzzah! Climbs up to the ledge, pats his knees. Oh, my training with Vincent is definitely working.
Just join the circus.
That's kind of unreal. I don't think I want to join a circus, sorry.
Oh, that wasn't an insult. It's really taxing to join. You have to be really skilled.
I figured most physical labor is taxing.
Yeah, but it's like consistent training. You know what I mean? It's like you have to train to do every routine.
Yeah, of course. That is pretty difficult.
Mind if I follow you up with?
Not at all. And I'm gonna try and cover this ledge if possible.
Mm-hmm.
Soup. Does a little hop, balances himself for a moment on landing before steadying himself. If I peek in these holes, does there seem to be like dens of some kind?
Make me a little, Make me a little check.
Which one would you like?
The one where you look for tracks, or the one where you look for, physical, like, you know, creatures being present inside of a hole. So,
Okay.
tracking or observation.
It's 12.
You peer deep inside of this dark crevice, which seems to like burrow straight down almost into this rock. It is quite sizable as well. Like with a bit of squeezing, you could probably fit into this hole. But like, you don't hear any like scratching or scrabbling around, and you don't really see a creature either, with as far as your vision goes. Maybe nobody's home.
Maybe nobody is home. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, come. I'll stand here, just trying to help you up. Unless you don't want to check it out.
Rah! We'll climb up.
Well, has wings, so
Interesting contraption. An altar for sure, but can I roll either a forensics check or a tinker's tools check to detect the presence of any mechanisms of some kind, or functionality outside of the decremental?
That would be Tinkers or Conceal Reveal.
I shall
Not
tinker
forensics.
first, because I am much better at that. Let's see. I also have bureaucracy for some reason. Oh, I know exactly why I have bureaucracy, but it's...
as you start breaking out the tinker's tools, I'll put my hand on your shoulder and say, I'll help you look, see if there's any mechanical, like, I don't know what they're called, like movement points.
That's what I'm doing.
And my help is you giving you a bardic inspiration. You can roll that some more.
Wahoo! Alright. I'm gonna roll... Oh, Tinker's Tools is at the bottom here. There you go. Damn!
Let's
Might as
go
well.
add a d8. No, I'm kidding.
Hey!
It's a d8, not a
29.
d6.
Oh, it's a D8.
Yeah.
For sure, a 30 is gonna do something on top, right?
Oh crap, stop. I didn't...
Oh, there you go. We can take a 6. It's okay. 33.
I will tell you, Tokas, that you are very well aware very quickly that this statue is not complete. You're currently standing on, like, some of it, where you're standing right now.
I figured. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's just this, like, top part, which is still kind of precariously leaning towards the abyss below. If there was any mechanism in place here for like a hidden compartment, it may have been lost to time, or it might be trapped like beneath the ground or swept away in its entirety by the wind. But there is a very very old, like, would this even still work type of mechanical contraption, I want to call it. Not really, but a mechanism to essentially like split these two parts open on the side. That would allow you to take the star out of the equation.
So, if I get that correctly, I can remove the star from this pedestal,
Mm-hmm.
from the statue, and there's supposed to be another statue that is supposed to be placed where I am.
How do I say this? It's like this is just like the tip of the iceberg. Like the rest of what the statue at one point was is just gone. The only thing that still remains is what you see here, and then there is a mechanism for removing the star from the statue, maybe to replace it, or it must have had some sort of function, at least.
So this top
Being
part
able
is
to remove this
supposed
thing.
to is supposed to be the top of a statue that's gone, effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Does the star seem magical in any form?
There's something about it, Tokas. It's like you don't have fucking stone cunning, so you don't know this.
I love stone cutting.
Exactly. I also don't know why, but yeah, you have this like crackling lightning all around you all the time. I
It's
don't
my
know why.
haste effect, but when I disabled haste, it's still going on for some reason.
Oh, okay.
You are
I love that
hasted.
for you.
You do not have a choice.
I want to say it doesn't look off in the way that magic items look off. There's definitely like weathering on this thing. You don't know how old it is without a check, but it could be. I want to say it could be some sort of quasi-magical substance.
Can I make I guess maybe a lore construct or an appraisal to determine what kind of material this thing is made of?
Sure, yeah, you can make an appraisal check.
Not to try to do the same thing as Lawrence, but could I also make a theology check to see if I know what the significance of this thing might be? The statue?
Sure, it's going to be a harder check than Lawrence because he already did that.
I imagine so, but 24.
I'm just pulling this up real quick and I... I need your appraisal check.
Yeah. 26.
Look at him, he's rolling with advantage.
Shoot him!
Kill him!
What does he
I
think
do
he
have
is?
a rune that grants me advantage on appraisal checks.
Does he now?
That sounds illegal.
Yeah, I'm literally like, is that really how it works, huh?
It is. It doesn't matter really, because it's a 26.
Exactly. Okay, so we got an appraisal from you, we got a theology from you. Oh, okay. Sarius, I'll do you first. It is hard to track down any sort of meaning. I'm gonna. This is rough. A 24 is not enough to know like what religion this belonged to. Uh, but I will tell you, it is definitely not a religion of any of the like divinities you've heard of so far in the ethereal expanse. So it might predate that, or it might be something that comes from another place entirely. And so instead, you are left to work with the things that you do see. Star shape, wings, but then like they are scaled wings. And when I say scaled, I don't mean like a dragon's wings, which are almost like bat-like in nature.
Like as if
I
an
mean-
angel wing was with scales. is what
Yes,
I'm-
as if an angel's wings were made completely out of scales.
Additional question: would they then look similar to the pact bring? Which are, sure, they are like metal plates, but they would look like decently similar in that fashion. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And look at the Tokas, whatever religion this used to be of, it's not one that's either here in the Expanse or even one back home.
Is there some... Do
Right.
you have a description of the statue?
There's no writing, no. But you are left to deal with the things that you still have, which are literally the star shape and the scaled wings. In both cases, they point to almost like a transcendence, maybe. A state of a higher being. In most cases, like physically higher, as in up into the sky.
Maybe it was a mechanism that controlled this thing to rise. Like the island.
Did I figure what kind of material the stars were?
We will get to that as well.
Ah, my apologies.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah,
thought I would
Tokus
role
looks
play
very
with you.
puzzled, like handling this thing, giving it a knock with his knuckle. You see he like pulls out of his sleeve this almost tuning fork looking item for a split moment, ringing it against the metal before it just disintegrates into the air. As he lifts it up to the dim lit sky.
Weird question. Because you say that as you do the thing, that makes a ringing noise, right? Like it's like the.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like a tuning fork.
Yeah. Does the statue seem to react to that? Like to the noise? Not like to us the talking noise, but like to the steady tonal noise?
No.
Continue. Sorry, Tokas. Curious.
Not much more. It's a religion that is out of our understanding. Definitely something related to the sky. I mean, if it is this high up, then it was likely some kind of avian population. Well, draconic more in nature. We're looking at wings with scales, I would assume.
Yeah, but these aren't dragon wings. Right? Zarius pops them out like the acidic wings, just like a. Which, while they're not real, I like to imagine they do look like exactly like how dragon wings look, because that's exactly what he tries to imitate with them. Like, look, they look different.
I bring my hand like up to my ear, cupping like the side of my face as I call Vittoria. Vittoria, do you know of any creatures that have scales on the wings?
Victoria was like crouched down next to some plants. It's like, Creatures that only have scales on their wings.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I'm keenly aware that there are feathery wings and leathery wings, but I have no clue what kind of creature would have scales on the wings. It sounds rather anti-aerodynamic, and the membranes would be extremely heavy. I have no memory of such a thing.
Yeah, they probably have to have quite a different skeletal and muscle makeup.
mean,
He
We've
thinks.
seen one set of wings similar. Zarius does this very awkward, like.
Vittoria's like, you're shouting this, by the way. Vittoria's 50 feet away.
We're using
We're
the
not
rings.
with the
though.
rings.
Yeah, we're using. The
Oh,
rings.
that's true.
Gameplay.
Eh,
Gaming indeed.
They look similar to how the pack breaker wings look.
It's a pack. How did the backbreaker look like? Like he starts thinking about it again.
Its wings were mechanical, but like it's slabs of metal, like wings. I mean, it would produce a similar looking effect like this.
Remember, did the statue we fought down in the temple have scales on the wings as well?
In which temple?
Ocelix.
Episco. I mean, by its very nature as a construct, I mean, yeah, like every single feather was literally a statue, like made out of stone or metal.
But it didn't look this way if they were feathers or not scales.
Yeah.
am I able to make a lore track and see if I can either, back home, if there's something like this, or if there is any mentions in the book about the ethereal expanse.
Sure.
What type of lore check would you want?
Construct.
Okay.
Can I assist through communications?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you advantage. I'm proficient in construct lore.
Very well. Yeah, I do not gain any other bonuses because I do not have this lore. It is not in my book either. But that is a 17 with the help of Dokas.
I mean, by the very nature of this check, I've already betrayed my purposes.
I mean, yeah.
But no, you've not seen any like physical living creatures who would match this like peculiar anatomy. It is almost exclusively reserved for the nature of constructs, which implies that it is man-made or something else sentient made. But then it would be, in this case, a depiction of something that is man-made. And you would normally only see this in like a place like Castanella, where it is very popular to have angels depicted in this way.
Because they are constructs like the Judkari that we fought.
I mean, yeah, they are constructs because they are all modeled in the image of Imperius, who is an angel, not with feathers for wings, but with literal blades for wings. Like every single feather of his wings is a sword.
Like,
Yeah, true.
He does slay, yes.
mm-hmm.
I'm glad I went there.
But this is
by
definitely
myself.
not iconography that matches Imperius. Imperius's two fists breaking chains.
Yeah.
But also...
I will tell you with your check, it also predates Imperial calendar.
Oh, for real, yeah. Also, why the fuck's there a
It is
rabbit
very old.
there? Zarius just kind of looks to the left.
I see a fluffy bowl.
For a moment, it's like, why is there a rabbit?
That's for you, Dokas, because you're leaning in and like getting a closer look at the star in this case, because you're leaning in so closely and studying it up so closely, you realize that the weathering isn't just like a form of rust or some other oxidization or like the elements like whittling away at a metal. You notice that it has these very fine grooves and marks, indentations of something that is organic. But
Yeah. Okay.
it doesn't look like shadow steel, and it doesn't look like divine ivory. It does shine with an actual like golden platinum-y like metal color. You have never quite seen anything like it.
So it's some sort of physical biological material similar to shadow steel and divine ivory, but it's not either of those.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this place is the worst and the best.
I know, right?
Kind of like rubs his head with this star, with one of the tips of the star. We apparently discovered some new kind of material. I have no idea what this is.
I don't know.
Are you gonna pilfer this shrine?
Well, I'm
Oh,
gonna bring it
no.
back and figure out what we just encountered.
Well, I think maybe first we figure out the right ritual to get it off. I mean, no need
He
for us
looks
to
at
start
he
breaking
looks at the star
statue.
in his hand. I already did.
Oh, can you just pull it out? Sorry, I thought it was like stuck.
No,
Good question.
the thing that Tokas discovered was that there's not like any hidden cubbies, but there is a mechanism for literally unclasping this
Yeah,
the
yeah. No, I
stone.
remember that. I thought that was part of the broken part of the statue, but no. Okay, that's sorry. That was my misinterpretation.
I don't really feel great about the idea of you guys picking apart this shrine.
I didn't pick apart anything.
No, I definitely
Okay,
Shifting the blame.
well, Tokas, I don't feel great about you looting a shrine.
That is understandable, and just trying to figure out what exactly we stumbled about.
for whatever it's worth, maybe put it back until we finish exploring the island. I mean, I point towards these, which I think like this. This looks like a structure, no? Like a broken, ruined structure here in the distance. There's,
I mean, to you, from your perspective, it looks like a couple of steps going upwards. This
Yeah.
is like 3 tiers of like stone.
yeah, like there's a building, like or at least construction. So we should
could
check
take a
everything
look.
out first.
Don't want to lose this one.
Just put it back, and then we'll get back if we.
Alright, I suppose we'll pick it up later. I'm gonna bring it back to the ship and make sure that we understand exactly what this is. A new kind of material could have incredible consequences for technological advancements.
Yeah, probably
Kind of-
worth a lot of money.
That's secondary to the possible development of magical wonders. Sorry.
But either way, we should first see whatever the island is about.
I have a vague feeling this is not quite a religious ritual. Maybe it's more like a mechanism, like a control of some kind. You know, something like the creatures we found in Ocelix's temple. If they found a lever, maybe they wouldn't even recognize what its purpose is.
I don't know. I remember the maker and stuff still work in mysterious ways even long after they stopped being worshipped. So
He puts the wheel, slots the wheel back in the statue. Well, whoever made this is definitely had a completely different concept of reality than we do.
of course, but
Wonder what kind of creature it was.
Well, maybe it's that rabbit. Zarya points at the rabbit again.
Looks at the rabbit. Is that a rabbit?
Yeah, that's what I
Observation check
just
if you
asked.
want.
Observation.
Yeah, I mean
Observa-
you're like looking at a fucking rabbit, like
Yeah, let's go observation.
100 feet away.
Disadvantage. No disadvantage.
4. Not that's a rabbit.
7.
Normal rabbit.
take 7. Yeah, you see it like a tree stump, and there's like a fluffy like rabbit, like just like sitting on it, like sleeping.
Babonti.
Why is there a rabbit on the tallest
Bibonti.
peak of a floating island?
Well, no,
Probably
I think
came
that's
through the
tallest
magical
peak.
gateway over there.
Magical gate? Wait, what? Hops from these like.
Yeah, you guys didn't fly over, so I guess you didn't see it. But this gateway is like way over there, where the rabbit is.
I can make that jump.
Scampers up.
Holds on to the side for a moment before clambering up. It's like, Vittorio, you guys coming? Whispers in the thing.
Victoria's checking out plant.
Yeah, he is.
Vincent, you coming?
He's thinking about it.
Vincent's like paranoid, completely. He will be with you guys.
Is that a net?
More importantly, is this a cave?
Yeah, there's a big hole.
Is that a net in the cave?
Kick that thing!
Well, I'll go.
It's what to
Well.
tell yourself.
As you jump down the devil's ass crack with a 0% survival rate.
I am a happily married father with a family of 4.
Cave diver moment.
As Delphine like turns her head to the side because she hears some rustling, and then there is rustling like all around you guys, as if all of the little like plants and every single blade of grass just started whipping around in the wind rather violently. Plant next to Delphine and Vittorio kind of like goes rigid all the way, and suddenly they do your fucking thing, bitch.
Yeah.
God, they're so
Hell
terrible
yeah.
sometimes.
Oh my god, they speak with you.
Suddenly, there is a flash of something dark that pulls through their mind like an image, and it like spreads out in waves, into ripples across the entirety of this island as different plants ping the same image over and over to one another, and inevitably to you guys too, although it looks kind of different for you guys because their
It is.
vision is very different from yours. So it looks more like what do you call it, like the white static on like a TV, but then like things are moving through it, so you slowly see an image like forming in the static.
They're speaking to me.
The plants, they are speaking to you
Victoria, what did you
indeed.
put in the teeth?
Says Zarius, who's spoken to plants before and like animals and
I
shit.
know,
Like,
I know.
the whole fucking animal gang. It matters not, because the plants are in distress, and you too feel their distress. As next time, you guys are going to become very well acquainted with a dark shape that very quickly swoops in from between the islands, as if it is no more than a little ribbon,
Oh, okay. Oh,
and
look.
descends upon you
No.
guys.
It's
We can tame that. For sure.
Whoa! Do we
No, we
bring
cannot.
that to the Ethercap guy? Is that the thing?
That is definitely a thing of all time.
It is a thing of all time, indeed. Oh boy.
Next time.
Yeah.
But next time, you will fight the Ash Throat.
The
Not today.
ash throat.
Will we play next week?
Damn.
Next week, I am not in the country. And also, I think I'll be staying at yes, I think it's going to be in 2 weeks, or we will have to find another way to like reschedule.
Very well.
But next time for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So new session next week, but
Correct.
perhaps the week after or on another day that week. I don't know.
Exactly.
But yeah, thank you very much for hosting today. Thank you, players,
Thank you
for
very much for being here.
yeah,
Yeah,
thank you, players,
you a
for
lot.
playing, and thank you, viewers, for viewing. We appreciate you. And yeah, we
Bye
will.
bye. Until Monday.
That is true. You'll see Mark on Monday, and the rest of us will see you when we see you. Until then, bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
Bye bye.